Introduction to VS Code. Visual Studio Code, VS Code for short, is a free and open source code editor. It comes with Intellisense for code detection and completion, Git integration, so it works with existing repositories on GitHub or GitLab or even private server hosting, and has a large community of extensions. It also understands files and folders. They can be created, renamed, moved, or deleted directly from VS Code itself. It also works directly with Terminal, which is a general term for whatever command line interface or software an operating system might offer. For example, in Windows, that could be PowerShell, Command, Git Bash if Bash is installed, or any others. And this allows for easy running and debugging of projects directly from within VS Code itself and with no need to open other windows or use other programs. We can work on files because it understands files and folders and work directly with Terminal to test and run our code directly from there. So let's look at VS Code. When initially opened, Visual Studio Code will show a plain text file. We know it's plain text because it will say so down here in the bottom right-hand corner, right here where it says plain text. Visual Studio Code using Intellisense will attempt to guess at whatever programming language will be used. For the most part, it will do this guessing based on the file type, usually the file ending of whatever file we have open. In this case, with the default file, Untitled -1, notice right here in this tab, it's assumed it's plain text. As we create new files, it will then adjust the language of those files and attempt to give us code detection again and code completion depending on what we're using. So by default, when we use Visual Studio Code, we actually want to work on projects. Visual Studio Code usually treats folders as projects. That is, we open up a folder and we work on all the files within it. So to show you that, let's look at an example. Up here, I'm going to go to File and then down to Open Folder. Now, if you're using Mac OS X, this will actually be File Open and not File Open Folder, but the result is the same. Open Folder. I've already pre-prepared mobile development, this folder right here. Come down to Select Folder. Give it just a moment to refresh. And you'll notice over here it opened up this little side tab and gave us the name, mobile development of the folder we're looking at. You'll also notice that this icon right over here, Explorer, is now highlighted. If I click it, it will hide these files and folders for us. If I click it again, it will re-expose that sidebar. This will help us because these icons on the left-hand side give us a quick ability to jump in and use different functionality. So I mentioned that Visual Studio Code understands files and folders. Well, if I move my cursor over here into the sidebar, I suddenly get some options. I can create a new file right here, create a new folder right here, refresh in case any of these get updated outside of this, or I can go ahead and collapse all the folders if I've possibly got multiple folders open at the same time. Now, I also mentioned the icons on the side, the first of which is Explorer, the second of which is Search. I can search either within a single file or across an entire project, and then I can, if I want to, replace the names of, for example, variables, if I need to replace all the variable names or something like that. The next up in icons is Source Control, again, because Visual Studio integrates with Git, so it can work with GitHub or GitLab or anything else that understands and speaks Git. Then we have the ability to run and debug, which we don't currently have anything open, so there's nothing to run and debug at the moment. Then we have extensions. I have a number of different extensions installed, and depending on what you need to use, you may also install other extensions. You can search across the community by typing in certain terms right here. It will search for them and provide you the ability to install those. Finally, although I'm not going to click on it, we have SQL Server right here. Because Microsoft creates both SQL Server and Visual Studio Code, this is an easy way to integrate those two programs But if you're not using SQL Server, there's really no reason to click on that. So let's return to Explorer at the top. So we have right here our project open. We're looking at a single folder. If we want, we could create new files, new folders, refresh them again, or collapse any existing folders. The final thing I want to highlight is Terminal. So up here at the top, it's File, Edit, Selection, View, Go, Run, and Terminal. If I click on Terminal, then New Terminal, it will open a new terminal. Usually it opens it lower, but I've raised it up a bit so we can look at it right here. Notice it opened Terminal and then selected CMD. This stands for Command, which is one of the default Windows command line interfaces. I also have Git Bash installed. If I want to change the default terminal in Visual Studio Code, I can select the dropdown, go to Select Default Shell, and then select it from the list of what I want to be my preferred terminal. So for example, if I didn't want command prompt, command, and instead wanted Git Bash, which I also have installed on this system, I could select it. Now the next time I create a terminal, it will default to that, but I already have this one open. So command is open over here. If I wanted to create a new terminal, I could click the plus sign. If I wanted to split this, I could have two different terminals open at the same time. Or if I wanted to kill this terminal, I could do this using the little trash can icon. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I don't have any terminal windows open. To reopen a terminal window, same approach, Terminal, New Terminal. Notice I changed the default shell. Now it defaults to Bash, and I now have a Bash shell open here. Now if I want to close it but not delete it, I can click the X to close this panel. Now it's still running in the background, it's just not currently showing. So if I wanted to see it again, View, down to Terminal, and notice it shows exactly what it was just showing. So I can get rid of this panel if I'm not using it, and it will maintain anything that was currently running or any output from previous programs I had run. So I'm going to go ahead and close this again. So to review then, Visual Studio Code is a free and open source software. It's a text editor. It understands files and folders, allows us to edit those files, change, rename, delete anything we would normally do with files and folders, as well as integrates with Get, as we saw over here on the left-hand side. Source control, we could work with Git directly, work with GitHub or GitLab or any private servers we may have running. And we also saw we can open terminal window directly, going to Terminal, New Terminal to create a brand new terminal. If one is already running, we could go to View, Terminal, and that would reopen any currently running terminals. We can also change the shell between the default and Windows of Command, use PowerShell if we want, or if we have others installed, for example Git Bash, we could switch over to that as well. We also saw we can close this panel instead of killing that terminal. So if we wanted progresses to keep going, or if we wanted to revisit some output later, we could do that as well. This has been a review of Visual Studio Code. It has a lot going for it, and it can be a little bit confusing to get going, but it's a very good text editor and one I highly recommend for working with mobile development.